A simple story about an evil empire taking over the world, only to stumble into a hidden labyrinth and confront a literal godlike entity dressed like a majestic, tragic angel. A figure who has been standing guard in total isolation for thousands of years, carrying a psychological burden so heavy it makes modern gaming protagonists look like they're on a luxury cruise. Deumion, the eternal guardian from the expanded lore of Final Fantasy II. When you first see Deumion, your eyes are immediately hit by a whirlwind of blue and white fabric. He looks less like a standard fantasy mage and more like a cosmic force of nature. He is wrapped in massive billowing capes that flow around him like ocean waves or stylized wings. The feathered trim gives him an almost avian appearance, as if he could fly away at any second. But instead, he chooses to remain anchored, holding a wicked three-pronged staff that looks ready to channel some serious divine retribution. But look past the extravagant feathered fashion statement and focus on his face. There is an incredible sense of melancholy and heavy-hearted expressivity there. His gaze isn't filled with anger or malice. It's a look of pure, ancient exhaustion. Talk about a bad day at the office that lasts for literally thousands of years. He looks like a man who forgot how to smile a couple of millennia ago. And frankly, can you blame him? His place in the world's history is defined by ultimate sacrifice. Millennia before the main events of the game, the ancient civilization of Mysidia realized they had created a spell way too dangerous for mortal hands, the legendary magic Ultima. To prevent the world from blowing itself up, they needed a perfect seal and a perfect guardian. Enter young Deumion. After a brutal attack destroyed his home and took his mother's life, he chose to surrender his own future and his own humanity to become the eternal watchdog of this catastrophic power inside the Arcane sanctuary. Instead of a toddler, he's guarding a spell that could unravel reality. He is a living monument to a forgotten era, trapped in a beautiful, glittering prison of his own making. The creative inspiration behind him is just as fascinating as his backstory. His name is almost certainly a clever nod to Endymion from Greek mythology. In the ancient myths, Endymion was a breathtakingly beautiful youth who was granted eternal sleep by Zeus, so he would remain forever young. But our Final Fantasy version turns that myth entirely on its head. Instead of a peaceful, eternal slumber, Deumion is cursed with an eternal waking vigil. He doesn't get to sleep. He has to watch the centuries tick by in complete, agonizing silence. It's a brilliant poetic twist that adds so much flavor to his design. The trident hinting at ancient mythological grandeur, and the white feathers symbolizing a purity that has been completely locked away from a corrupt world. What happens to a human mind that spends thousands of years completely alone, with nothing but a world-ending spell for company? He isn't a villain. He's a protector who has outlived the very civilization he swore to protect. When you finally face him, you aren't fighting a monster driven by greed or malice, but a ghost of duty itself, testing if you are truly worthy of a power he gave up absolutely everything to hide.